Get Haunted, where you are the investigator. Get Haunted. Paranormal Investigations isn't a show. It's your experience. Join this premier paranormal event company for real investigations at some of the nation's most haunted locations. This isn't a tour. This is hands-on. You'll use real equipment, explore active sites, and dive into the unknown. No scripts, no actors, just you, the gear, and whatever's waiting in the dark. Perfect for both first-timers and seasoned ghost hunters. Each event is guided by experienced investigators. But the discoveries, they're yours to make. 2025 is already jam-packed with incredible locations across the nation. Space fills up fast, so make sure to book your tickets now. Dare to get haunted? Find your next investigation at gethaunted.com.
Well, it is midweek. It is midday. Well. Sometimes we just get a little goofy right before a show for some reason.
Yeah.
We think that's the time. Hey, Rob.
Hi. Sorry.
How the heck are you?
Oh, let's see. Today. What's today? Wednesday. Today I'm okay.
Yeah.
Today. Yes,
Today you're okay.
Yes, today I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just busy.
Yeah.
I'm a busy beaver.
It has been it's been busy. Yeah. Weirdo. Well, we are back. We're looking, listen, it's time for conversation and community. It's really what Wednesday was always about, reconnecting with everybody, seeing what's coming up. And this is a big weekend because it's Halloween weekend.
It is Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's just me and Leo. So
yeah,
we're probably going to do mushrooms and watch scary movies.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to the ASPCA and spray paint it.
Spray paint it what?
No, we're just going to spray paint, get haunted on the side.
Oh, you're going to graffiti it.
Yeah, we're going to graffiti it.
You're going to are you passing out candy this year? Do you get many people?
I'm third floor, so no.
Yeah, everybody's like, screw that.
Yeah, no. I don't. I mean, I probably should have something ready just in case, but
yeah, just a little something.
Oh, you know where I live. It's a little off the beaten path here.
Yeah, probably. And I don't know how many kids are really in that complex.
Now there's too many.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if my neighbors are watching, I'm sorry. They gotta go.
They gotta go. Well, let's say hello to everybody because that's really what this is all about. And I forgot to do this. Hold on.
You forgot.
I did. And now there's all this new thing. Look at this.
What?
Wow, you can make it big. You can make it. Look at that. Look at this.
Rugged. Oh,
right.
Wide.
You can make it wide. Are you playing with it too?
I was.
Look at that. It's so crazy. All right, I'm going to say hi while you're doing that. We have, of course, the most fabulous and our favorite professor of them all, Stacy Tallich, Professor T, right here in the house. First and always first, usually first, mostly first. There he is. Yeah. Professor T. There's Carrie Pinkhands. Hi, sweetheart. I hope you were doing well. It was so much fun getting to hang out with you. And I just saw a picture of the other blonde, Sarah. I was so excited to see her. She posted it. I haven't seen, Sarah hasn't been on. She hasn't been on our shows lately, but I did just see a picture of her with her kitty.
Everybody's tired of your antics.
So they are. They're like, screw her. Screw her.
Viewership here.
They've lost that loving feeling. Miss Sandy Pickle, there she is. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to you. There is our good friend over in Scotland, Mr. Damian Smith. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh no, there she is. There's Sarah right there. I was just talking.
Look at you,
Sarah. I'm sorry.
All right.
She's
Well, Rick
super.
McCallum's talking about how Scotland might be over him. So we're gonna have to talk to Rick and find out what the hell.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna have to. KD Paranormal, hello to you. Yes, yes, Clocks. Oh my God, I know. This is they want to talk about controversy. This is something that that I think is kind of like candy corn. By the way, I like candy corn, so hate me for that. But it is fallback this weekend. It is we lose an hour, or no, we gain an hour.
That's
right.
This weekend.
This weekend we fall back. So yes,
Okay.
It gets dark at 4:30 p.m. I don't care. It's one of my favorite things on the planet. I love that extra hour. I love sleeping and waking up going, oh, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, not 9 o'clock, which Rob gets very frustrated with. So, yeah.
That's a whole topic we can have if you want to talk about that.
No. Sarah is here. Yay, fall back. Yes, fall back. So I'm excited about it. Fallback, people love it. They hate it. People are like, oh, I hate that it gets, time is still time. You still have, right, 24 hours in your day, folks. That doesn't change. Also, what's happening this weekend, did you know? The spaceship is supposed to be revealed to us this weekend.
Oh, really?
Arrive this weekend. Yes, sir.
Great. I'm telling you. I can't be wrong about everything. I have a feeling this one's bad. I do.
Do you really? Do you think this is it?
I have a feeling like we're screwed.
Really?
I just do. So whatever. I'll be waiting with Leo. We'll be all shroomed up, waiting for our overlords to show up.
And can you believe Atlas? Thank you. I could not come up with its name. So Atlas is showing up this weekend. So, coincidence, Halloween,
I thought it went past us. I thought it was like behind the sun already.
No. He's coming. We should, what we should do? We should do a Get Haunted. Let's do banners. I love that. Damien's got a sign in his yard. Let's do it. Let's do welcome banners, and let's all share what we've done to welcome Atlas. I'm doing it. And you know what? You want to hear something funny? And this is gonna date me a little bit, but back in the 70s, there was a comment that was coming through.
Haley. No.
Was it Haley? No. What was 70s?
I'm looking, girl.
Thank you. My sisters did a sign. So my sisters are 10 and 7 years older than I was. So this was back in the early 70s. Or mid 70s, they did a sign and they were welcoming the comment, and it got put in the newspaper. So
really?
Yeah, I think it would be fun. We should all do signs.
Was it Comet Cahotek?
No, I feel like no.
No, that's it, girl. I'm telling you, they might have called it something else. Was it around Christmas? That was the Heaven's Gate precursor, signaling aliens.
No.
All right, whatever. It was a big ass comment.
There they are, all things paranormal. Michael Sticks Cronin, or Adam, but I think it's Mike. It's Mike.
Sticks.
But I think we should. Let's design.
Listen, yeah, Sarah. Okay.
Stacy coming right in, going, excuse me, Haley. Actually, Haley's was 86.
Was 90s. Look at him coming in. Look at you all being wrong.
Aliens, Jason McGray. There he is. There is Jason McGray. But anyways, they made a sign, or maybe it was something that was coming from space. They made a sign. They got put in the newspaper. But I say I think we should make our welcome signs to Atlas. Get as creative as you want. I don't know. Come take me. I'm here. I'm willing to go. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's do it.
We'll
come up with plans later this afternoon, because it's not like we have an actual whole fucking business to plan. But let's do this, because come Sunday, when's this thing showing up?
Well, I think we're going to start seeing it today.
Oh, great. So Sunday we may not even have to worry about.
I don't even know, but I say it's never too late to welcome someone. So let's welcome him. I'm going to crick cut a sign.
Yeah, let's I can't wait for the end.
I bet you they like crick cut. They probably won't make fun of my crick cut.
Who just said that?
What?
Who's talking about crick cut?
Me. Hi. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm your co-host over here.
No, I know, but I don't know where crick cut came from. No,
I said I'm going to crick cut my sign.
We don't have advanced technology looking at your primitive vinyl Bullshit.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Booking a house for July.
What's
Whatever that-
July? What's going on in July, Jason?
Yeah, it's come around the sun. So by November, it's possible the Earth's close. Oh, good. Well,
Well, just check. You know what? Everybody, I got my information from Facebook, and we know if it's on Facebook, it has got to be 1,000% correct. So,
I will say that the haunted house I went to Sunday,
yeah,
one of the rooms was themed
yeah.
as an alien thing.
Ooh, was it
So there was,
good?
actually 2 rooms. Yeah, it was actually really good. And the guy that played, I believe it was a character, but there was an alien in there talking to me, and he did offer, and his nurse, anal probing.
Did he offer it? They just offer it now. They don't just do it.
Oh no, they were just warning me I needed to start getting ready, and
Oh, okay. Prepping. Did you have to take?
I was a little eager, and I think I freaked them out.
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah,
drop the trowel and
when do we
went,
start?
I'm in.
Let's go. Are we doing it right here?
They're like,
Yeah. So if you want to get through a haunted house, just be freakier than the haunted people.
hey,
So
Patrick.
that happened, but the guy was really good because he had a cool accent, and
Mhm.
he just played a good alien. And then the other room was an alien autopsy
Uh-huh.
scenario that was pretty good. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, is that all it takes? By the way, is a good accent for you?
Yeah, you know,
It's all it takes.
yeah,
Good
he's
accent and an anal probe.
a good actor.
There she is. There's the beautiful
Devin.
Devin McKinney. Hi, sweet girl. She's so sweet.
But it was really good, and everybody, well, not everybody, but people should know. Well, Chris knows. I'm not a huge fan of going through haunted houses, but we'll talk about that experience here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, those are some fun things. Hopefully we'll be back around next Wednesday to be able to talk about Atlas showing itself. I mean, how do we feel? Do we feel this thing really has legs, so to speak? You know,
I'm a little worried. I have been for a while. You know,
Mhm.
of course, my Facebook feed is flooded with, nonsense. I hope they're nonsense. I'm gonna, Devin. I'm going to. I'm fucking terrified, but I'll do it. Hey, Kaylee. These AI images of these ships, this
Mhm.
ship's allegedly Atlas
Yeah.
3. And
Yeah.
so whatever, maybe it's a good thing.
You know what? It's either real or it's not. And
It's either real or not.
either way, I hope you're just living your life the way you want to live your life, because
Not even close, but yes.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah, well, we all are. So yeah, so we've got that going on. Let's make our signs. Let's see who's got the best. We've got, we're wrapping up here. We are coming into the dark months, as we call them, for our paranormal sort of event season. Not everybody's, but for ours. So we have 3 left. We have November 8th, which is White Hill Mansion. That is everyone's favorite location to go check out. It is an extremely incredible experience on all levels. The history, the paranormal experiences, the personal experiences, the ties people have to this location. We do have some tickets left there. Extremeticketing.com. Extreme with an X. Tongue tied here. And hey, Leanne. Hi, beauty. Then, of course, November 15th, we have our big guy, which is Mid-Orange, and that is with several people from the community coming together. And that is to sort of, hey, Brittany, that is bringing the community together to explore and experience all different aspects, from YouTubers to event companies to psychic mediums to individuals like Batty with Brittany and teams that are coming in. This is a great opportunity to get in there, ask your own questions, have your own experiences, and form your own opinions. That's what we love, and that's what we created here at Mid-Orange on November 15th.
Yeah, and the new banner that you approved actually had a big old typo in it, and it was called, I had it listed as an ingestigation, which gave me an idea for maybe a cool, like, food based
I love
investigation
it.
down the road.
Mhm.
Yeah, listen. So this whole, and we did a show. I don't know when the hell that was. Sunday, Friday,
It was
Sunday.
Sunday. Mhm.
Um. Oh, good, good, good. You using that tax refund, girl? Um. uh, it's a beautiful place to be. You'll love it there. So anyway, this was born at the White Hill Expo last year, or was it this
This
year?
year.
It
It
was
was
this
this
year.
year. Mhm.
I'm such a wreck. But Barry, Rob, and Dave were standing around bullshitting like, the old guys we are, joking around. We've all been through the ringer, in one way or another. And I've always really loved those two, right? Dave Giuliano is like, he's like the he's like literally the patient zero for for the paranormal, especially at least here on the East Coast. Like he's one of the first people out there doing this.
Mhm.
Barry, always nothing but kind, cool from the very first time I met him. um and then I'm standing there sort of, a little bit, not much, but a little bit younger than these guys, but they've been in the field a lot longer, so I've always looked up to them. So the idea came up. I was like, because we were kind of talking about how cutthroat this
Mhm.
field can be, especially between event companies, right?
Mhm.
And we've never had that problem. I would beat up on Dave a little bit jokingly about his ridiculously low prices at certain locations and giving away things, but that was just all in fun. And we're all like, yeah, why aren't we doing shit together? So that's really how this was born. Um, but we wanted it
Mhm.
to be something that celebrates the community and shows the community that, unity doesn't happen, only at a Paracon, right? It just doesn't
Mhm.
have to
Mhm.
be that way. So we're gonna all kind of get together. Um, and some of the banners you're saying. So we have event sponsors like Betty with Brittany, All Things Paranormal, um, tea sponsors, right? We're making cool teas that have everybody's logos on the back that wants to participate. There's
Mhm.
still time to get in on both of those. Then we have some special guests, and I don't know if I got everybody on there. I got to go back and look through
Mhm.
some of this stuff later today as we map out, because this is going to be sort of one of our most complicated investigations. And if people aren't clear and you're watching this, yes, it's an investigation with some cool ass additions like Ryan and Emily from Paranormal Theory doing Terror Time, where you can sign up. It's not mandatory to
Mhm.
kind of test your will and be in a solo challenge for 10 or 15. I don't remember what the timing is, and be filmed in a terrifying spot, right? Empty caskets coming. Bill and Tanya. Don't know if Tanya's coming. I know Bill's coming. Jim, you might be like, why is that naked guy on there? That's Jim the Tank Dorsey. He's a friend of mine. Um, had movies made about his adventures as a cosplayer. He worked for the band The Misfits for a while. He's just a good friend. But they come to a lot of our events. But during COVID, Jim became a pretty popular meme that I would see everywhere about, the end, end of times, Mad Max scenarios. So that's Jim. And Faye is the producer of the movie that was made about Jim. You can look it up and find him. I think it's called Lord Humongous and the Dogs of War, or something like I can't remember. He's got so many things going on. And then we have Eric Testerman coming, who's bringing along some of his haunted objects
Mhm.
for you to take a look at and ask questions about, and perhaps even investigate. So we wanted to bring the community in and give people opportunity. Kaylee's coming to do bringing along her photo stuff, so you can get some custom photos on there. There's all kinds of cool,
Yeah.
really cool things. There's going to be Q&As where, if you have questions about equipment, Dave's there. Dave is the Ghost Hunter store, and the story, period. um and I think I've convinced him to bring along some equipment. We got Bianca Rose come in, and she's going to do a gallery reading and investigate with you. There's a lot, so we're mapping it all out, trying to make this as simple and informative as possible. Some of it will be a la carte, some of it, but some of it won't. So there'll be rotations. But sometimes, because there's so much happening in one night, you can there's some of it's optional, if that makes sense. See, makes sense.
I think it all makes sense.
All right, good. We're this is how we do business off the air too.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
Yeah, don't start with me.
I'm not.
Do not start with me, Stock.
Bro.
Don't do it.
Bro.
But it's going to be this particular event is to me. I'm sorry. It's like fall, and it's like
it's
runny
really,
nose.
You look like you're
and
7.
it's like I'm a little snotty today. I apologize, everybody. This event is, to me, so important for so many reasons, but I think and we actually were having this conversation, and we said we should talk about it today because the paranormal has truly changed in the last little while, and I think we've all forgotten what it is we're all doing out there. And to me, this is such a great opportunity to get in there, again, form your own opinions, make your own opinions, have your own experiences, have your own talking points, folks. Get off of YouTube, stop listening to everybody else, and get in the game. That's what Get Haunted has always been about. And we're excited to do it alongside these folks because we think they're pretty fantastic and fabulous.
Yeah. So Stacy, Paranormal Cares is Barry's group. He essentially raises money for local charities and historic preservation. Barry's, again, been in the field forever. He's very philanthropic in the way, and has a massive support group of people that come to his events, and he raises money and donates that money off to charity and whatnot. So, another reason, folks, even if you can't come, right? Even if you can't come, you can be an event sponsor, help bring more money into paranormal cares, so that we can help local charities and historic preservation on some of these buildings. So you can go to Extreme Ticketing, look that up. You don't have to be there to contribute and make our lives better and the lives of others better. And I need a new pair of sneakers.
Well, listen, again, this is a great opportunity for so many people. And plus, heck, it is just a great location that people have some pretty massive. I'm putting the link right now. That is your link on the side to get your tickets. So it is going to be super fantastic. And there are ways that you can participate without even being there. But that is November 5th, or I'm sorry, 15th. And what I want to say before we go any further here into the show is, everybody, November 1st, Get Haunted Midwest Season 0 kicks off right there at Rock Island Roadhouse in Rock Island, Illinois. You still have a couple days to get a ticket to be a part of this inaugural investigation into Season 0 and into Get Haunted Midwest. Folks, Chris has this thing mapped out so freaking fantastically. He had his first crew meeting last night that I got to sneak in on, and Rob got to sneak in on, and we just couldn't be more proud to have Chris with us and partnering with us and carrying on the Get Haunted mission into the Midwest. He has his 3. He started Season 0. He's got 3 investigations. Rock Island is starting out with
I don't think that's mine. I think that's the shitty one I did. Chris's is way better. Sorry, Chris.
I still think it's great. This first investigation at Rock Island, the theme is going to be untimely deaths. This location does have some history of untimely death, and that's sort of going to be your focus, your theme, along as you investigate this particular very historic, mob-rich location right there in Rock Island. Lots of mobster, brothel. Yes, it was a YMCA, but also used for many other things. So as Chris is stating, buy one, get one half off. Go grab a friend. If you are in the Michigan area, get your ass over there. It's a 6-hour drive. You've driven a lot further for sillier things. Let's do something amazing. Do something amazing. Join Chris for his first event, official Get Haunted Midwest event. His second one, which is really cool, he has, what is the second one? I got to look now because Chris, I apologize. I'm trying to keep these all straight. So he's got the untimely death. And then November 8th is Broadwell. And that's the funeral home. And that one, what?
I want to go.
Oh, listen, Broadwell, that's when I had to get my appendix out. That one,
Another day you ruined for me.
I know, I ruined so many. So that one is about, the end of life. That's the funeral home. You're going to really focus in on that situation. And then Chris, help me out, and then the last one you have is a jail. And, he's taking these and he's making them, there's a theme to each one that connects to each other. And I love this idea because far too often as investigators, we book these locations. It's great. We have some experience and we're like done and out, right? We're on to our next quest. I love that Chris is tying these together and he's a redemption. Thank you, Chris. Old Williams Jail. The last one is about redemption. I think this is such a brilliant way, especially for people who are new, to sort of give you those focal points and understanding what death really truly means and what it really means to each of these locations. Hey, Ryan. So I am so proud of what he's doing. I am so excited about this. This is such a great connection to Get Haunted. We know he is taking the mission and fully honoring it, and you are in good hands. You are in amazing hands. He's so insanely talented, creative, and he will make sure that your time in each of these locations are well spent. So please help Get Haunted Midwest, support Chris Smith, and get those tickets right now for Rock Island for November 1st. Buy one, get one free. What? Do it. Get a friend. Do it.
Buy one, get one half off.
I'm sorry, half off.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chris is like, this is how we end up in trouble.
Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Eric Testerman. There he is, Mr. Eric Testerman in the house.
Eric, look, you're on a banner. That's you on the bottom right.
We're so excited to be featuring Eric right there at Mid Orange with his haunted items. And, maybe we can do a really cool experiment with him there. It is buy one, get one half off, folks. Buy one.
You got a Bogo.
I don't know, Chris. I get so excited. I'm just so excited for everybody. That's all I can say. Anyway, so there's that.
Kind of like when she sells your OG actual legitimate K2 meter for $15 because I don't know, the kid was fucking cute.
He was. Listen, he said a ghost finder, and I just couldn't stand it. He was so cute, but I did try to pay you for that.
She did. She sent me like PayPal. I'm like, stop.
I think I sent you $70 to cover.
I sent it back. Yeah, I'd be happy too. Anybody would be happy. That's like someone selling you a Lamborghini for $150. Like, oh yeah, here, you're cute. You can have this.
Then he dropped it and broke it. No, Chris, stop getting me in trouble, bro. No, he did not drop it and break it. He's being a funny man. He's being funny. There's Tom Boulder. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? He did not. Chris, tell him you're joking. Please tell him you're joking.
Just message me.
Anyways, so what do you want to talk about next? Because
I don't know. So we're kicking around an idea about Friday's Halloween. I'll be home if we're still alive, with Leo shroomed up, playing like Pink Floyd. We're thinking maybe we have sort of a virtual yeah, Ryan, yeah, like this is it. A virtual costume party. And that time is not right, because we got to look. Oh, like Yaka.
There he is, Ryan Yacovetti.
So
we love you.
Why, like, what do you guys think? Maybe we do sort of a Sarah and I go on the show. You guys show up in your little costumes. You know, you can come on. We can talk. Send in pictures. I don't know. Why don't we do something? We'll give away some cool shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, is anybody going to be around? Anybody want to come join in? He's back.
Anybody.
Jason's back.
Or we can just all sit around and yap too. I mean, but I think it would be fun to have it, and you can put your dog in his little Snoopy costume and all that stuff up there.
Aww. Thompson.
You know, and we'll see. So Tom will be there. There you go. So we got one. All right, we'll do the show. We don't know what time yet, but we'll put it out there.
Yeah.
Brittany will be at an event. Okay, so you don't have a camera? Like you can't take 5 minutes in a porta potty?
She can. We can play games, D-Hood. Absolutely, we can play games.
Play games. Let's do some fun stuff. We'll do some Halloween trivia. If we can get Eric Testerman on, maybe he can show us how vampires cloak or convert into a bat. Yeah, I don't care. Official business, don't care.
Oh, it sounds
whatever
ominous.
So yeah, we're gonna kick that idea around today. We'll put it out there today on the network and see who wants to show up. Could be fun. I might wear a costume.
He loves wearing costumes. Do you still have that one? Did you have that one from when you, I don't know, Hoover? Do you still have do you have your outfit, your Victorian outfit?
Oh God. Yeah, I do have that. I was bigger then though. I don't know.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay, so there you go. So you can send pictures into Batty Brittany. Like, I don't want to hear it. This is what I'm tired of in 2025. Excuses. Everybody's got excuses as to why they can't do something. And I've always said, where there's a will, there's a way. So make it happen.
People have excuses for what they do too. It's just excuses. Let's not.
In the military, I learned something very important in basic training, and I'll never forget it. I'm gonna try not to. That's why I always test my candy. Yeah, see, we're gonna do it. We're doing it this time. So my drill sergeant came to me and said, "Hey, stinking bitch," because that's what they called me. Which isn't nice, but that's what they do in the Army. You get a nickname. And I probably just gave a whole bunch of people all new material to work with. But whatever, they call me stack of dicks. Vietnam. Hey, Ryan. Right. Why is that funny? Fuck is that funny? All right. The maximum effective range of an excuse is 0 meters, Brittany. Batty Brittany.
Jason's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Jason.
we're going military, McRae. Okay? You're from Canada. And you don't understand what that means.
That's what we're doing, McGray. We're doing
a virtual costume party. We're trying to sort it out. And everybody's throwing excuses at us. And I don't like it. So I'm schooling everyone.
Mm-hmm. At least it's not just me today, so that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of just schooling you. I need to school more people.
What is that?
Up as a squonk, skunk or a squonk? What's a squonk? Squonk. We're gonna look that up. Tails, trails, and tacos. No, you don't, Jason. No, you don't. Who do you think trains your snipers?
It's the PA cryptid. Remember we talked about this.
That's a squonk, isn't it?
I don't know. So to be clear, the party is virtual.
If you've got the tech, bro, show it up. Show it off.
It's the only way I will do a costume is virtually. I will not. I don't dress up in costumes.
And Yacovetti, you're close enough. You can show up here. Come do it live. We can be like, we can be the twins.
Sarah, don't even worry about it. Yeah, it'll be fun. Just get together. We haven't done that for a while. Actually, I was just looking at some old posters, and when we did our live on Halloween,
Oh
we've
yeah,
done those.
I've got that one hanging up right there.
Yeah,
I could actually show everybody. Not that they care.
yeah.
I've got posters all over the place.
Ron's coming as Leo.
You should. You should scratch your left ear. I had to go get him medicine last night. His ear's wonky again. So
Poor baby.
Yeah, I did that. And if you come over, Ron, I'll give you a bone.
All right, so there you go, Ron. Just what he came for. Just what he came for. All right. So, do you want to giggity? Do you want to? Do you want to talk? Do you want to have our conversation?
I don't dress up. Yeah. See, it's like, look at what you do. What conversation do you want to have now?
We were talking about how paranormal wasn't paranormal. Or are you already off that? You're already over it.
Oh no, we can talk about that. Oh wait till Friday, folks. This could get stupid because I'm gonna drink.
Oh God. Okay, so you guys have to help me out. If I'm gonna be out here with him drinking on his own. What's the drink of choice on Halloween?
I'm home alone for a week, and it's
Are you gonna be? Okay, great. Damien's coming. Is it gonna be like a fall sangria, like a Halloween sangria? What are we doing?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it.
I'm
thinking about it, bro.
All right, bro. Well, I won't be dressed up because I just don't.
I don't dress up.
I just don't. I've never been a costume wearer. I mean, as a kid, yes, but I was never one of those people. Just for me, I just never was like, oh, I'm going to dress up and go to an adult house. Okay, like I don't get invited to Halloween. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. I guess I haven't been in an opportunity to dress up. Maybe that's it.
You don't get invited anywhere? Is that what you're trying to say?
In the past, I had not been invited to Halloween dress-up parties.
Aw.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what it's really all about. That would be a hit live Rob drop. You've never seen Rob with a few drinks in him on a live, Brian? Where have you been?
I'm sorry.
Yes, enjoy that. What time are we looking again? Like, we're gonna double check. We have to make sure that we're not gonna, bust into any shows.
We don't want to screw people's shows up because we're so. And Sarah, you need to claim your digital business card. It's only been like 5 days.
You told me I'm going. Well, hey, Stephen, I'm going to
Stephen. And I'm just going back to McRae's. It's we'll talk military, a different show. We're gonna have the testosterone show one day where it's just dudes talking about military stuff and fighting. Yeah, Chris has his card done. I can confirm that. So anyway, let's talk about what you want to talk about because
I don't know. Does everybody want like a paranormal conversation? We've kind of touched on making sure that we're updated on our last 3 events and all that stuff. And we sort of had one of those. We started on a conversation before show, talking about how there seems to be a little bit of a shift. There's a little bit of a shift in the field, a little bit of shift in some of our favorite people sort of stepping out, out, not just out of the paranormal, but just kind of stepping out of the social media aspect of it. And it is a little bit sad. And we see, I'm frozen. Tell me when I'm back.
You're catching up. Go ahead.
Tell me when I am. Am I good?
You're good.
Okay. So, we were kind of saying how social media has really sort of taken the magic out of paranormal. It really truly has sort of become mostly about the shit talking, the what I got on you, knocking people out of position to do what they want to try to do in the paranormal. And it's less about the actual paranormal, right? The living have taken over the dead space. The living have decided they're more important than the dead, and what the dead can, you either learn from history or you don't, folks. So it seems like, right, we're not really talking about the paranormal anymore.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't. So, and listen, so and the reason this comes up, right, because there are some things that we are working on, and Ryan got, now that Ryan's part of Get Haunted Midwest, I think he's hey, stepping out of line a little bit. I'm gonna have to.
Ryan's like all confident now. He's like, no,
like,
I'm Get Haunted Midwest.
Like, because guess what? Yeah, just you're gonna find out.
Because he sat in on a meeting and he saw like
he sits on one meeting and now he thinks he can with me. Things that we're working on for 2026. We hope, right? And I did make one little post yesterday that sort of alludes to some things that are coming. Some of it in this vein, or it'll touch on this subject and at least remotely. But some of the things we're working on and the things we want to do are designed, hopefully to get people talking and interacting and working together again, rather than this whole, the stupidity around all the shit we see on social media, whether it's about a house or two houses and who's right and who's wrong and who should own this and who should own that. So stick with us, kids, because we want to bring it back to what it's supposed to be, at least for us, right? We can't fix the world, but we just want to be Rob and Sara talking about the paranormal. Exactly. And Denise, you're in some of our plans, the good ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Not the bad ones.
Well, but I think this is what's really, I think this is where, we were talking about this before and he's like, hey, we could talk about this on the show. And I do, because, I put out my inspo post, as I call them, to get conversations kind of going. And I did start a post, and I'm going to reintroduce it, where, everybody kind of add their sentence to a scary story. There's so much out there that you guys, so many of you have amazing voices and thoughts and theories, and you add beautifully to these conversations. I think, sadly, right, the easiest thing, if you have nothing to say, if you think that your voice isn't important, or you have nothing to say, or you're not sure how to form certain thoughts, the easiest thing to do is to go dirt, right? That's just how that works. And the reality is that really hasn't offered change. It hasn't really been productive. And I think this is where, so many of us, for so many reasons, choose to explore the paranormal, because it sort of gets us out of that day-to-day crap that, you can get with politics and, just everyday life and communities and all that kind of stuff. Right. So paranormal is like the one thing, right, that nobody has the final answer. We just don't, all the things that make us different. This is the one thing that sort of, we're all in the same boat where, we're all going to die, and we're all not really sure in the end. We have our faith, but in the end, nobody has the real answer as to what what will happen after we pass. Yeah. But suddenly social media comes into play, and now it has become, to me, almost equal to politics, right? It's with the polarization and religion, right? And it's really become this, like, I've got the answer, and I'm going to be a debunker, and I'm going to be this person, and I've got dirt on this person. I'm doing series. Like, it's become something that it never was supposed to become. Yeah. It's become another landing pad for misery to sit down and to talk about the shit and talk about shit and talk about people, not talk about their own experiences or even what led them to not believe in experiences, right?
I like that. And let's talk about shit, not talk shit, right? That would be amazing. Yeah, and there was, I made a post not not long about how 2026 is going to be different. So there's a lot of cool things we have in the works. There will be change, but getting away from some of that, right, which we've attempted to do in various ways, shapes, and forms. It's not easy, right? It's just not easy. And sadly, at times, Get Haunted became synonymous with trauma, even though we really, really aren't out there and fucking the stories that are created are absolutely unbelievable. We're done with that. And it's one of the elements that in 2026 you're not going to see or hear about. You may go find it, and it still may exist, but we're not putting any time or energy into it because at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, it is a good shirt, right? Let's talk about shit, not talk shit. Let me work. I got a lot of shirts to make. But that's where 2026 is going to be different, right? And there's a lot of things that it's too early to share, right? Yeah, it's too early to share. For those that do attend our events, we have new ways to make it a little more rewarding for you and more affordable. And there's a lot coming. Right? This year was sort of a pivotal year for Get Haunted and Paranormally Blonde. That does sell a lot. And we learned a lot, right? We did learn a lot. And, as the industry changes and businesses change and everybody thinks they're an event host now, we have to be adaptable and modify and change some tactics. So some things are going to be like right now, I think we have 5 or 6 lined up for next year. You'll probably see fewer of the, just regular old ghost hunts. We want them to be more meaningful and have more substance. Not that they don't now, but it's becoming a very commoditized situation where if you don't know, right, or if you're just there for I just want to hold a K2 meter and walk around, then the other options might be just as good. So we want it to be deeper, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's also, you use that word, right? And I used it in one of my posts, which is, the paranormal has become more industry and less what ifs. And I think one thing that Get Haunted hasn't strayed from is, even through all the crappy storms, is that our mission has always been what ifs. Why? What could it mean? What is it that you've experienced? What does that mean in the grander scheme of things? We've never strayed from that mission. And, Get Haunted is about the things that haunt us, as Rob coined in the very beginning. Everyone is haunted by something. And I think that's really what it's all about. And, look, you either take paranormal back or you can't complain where paranormal is. And I think this is where, we have to decide what is the content. And for me, I much rather have meaningful conversations with a smaller group than gaining masses because let's talk shit and everybody throw your opinion in. And to Denise Empey's point, most people are debunking and talking about things they have zero knowledge of, no personal knowledge of. So, it's time to take that back. Don't conquer the world, conquer one experience at a time. Dig into those experiences, stop collecting them, understand where these messages could be coming from and why they are linked to you the way they're linked. But it is sad to me. I think we are losing some important people. I think the people that are staying, their voices are so important, they get overshadowed by really sort of less mindful and less intelligent conversations. So I guess if that makes me an asshole, then I'm an asshole.
I mean, that's not what makes you an asshole.
Yeah, I just, I've been begging for these conversations for so long. So, I encourage you all to have them. We're excited to expand those, and I'm excited to add Chris Smith's, because I think really when he starts doing his investigations, to be able to add those in because of the themes that he's going with, and how does that affect an investigation? How, when you get people to collectively think on that sort of topic, right? That he's really setting your intention for you a little bit, right? Like there'll be like your own personal intention, but like, here's where we are in this building. Untimely deaths. Let's really focus on untimely deaths. Does that bring forward something a little bit more, I don't know, more intriguing?
Yeah. And look, Tom, it's the truth. Last year when we did the trifecta with Ronnie and Ron Iacovetti, if you're here still, Ron was there, and it was a 3-part thing. We did the UFO and the cryptid and the ghosty thing at the Shanley Hotel. And for the ghosty piece, right, which we all have been immersed in for a long time, almost no investigating occurred.
Mm-hmm.
To have everybody sitting around that table,
Mm-hmm.
all just discussing these theories and possibilities and the conversations, it was just, for me, it was like one of the one of the best things I could have witnessed that day, because that's truly what it's all been about, right? Everybody going, well, what if this, or what if that, coming up with new ways to potentially investigate. It was really cool.
So I'm curious, Rob, when we're at investigations, why, when somebody is having an experience, so to speak, I'm going to use, since we were talking about Middo, I'm just going to use when I saw my weird flat Stanley something, whatever the heck that was that I saw at Middo in the hallway of a cottage. This is the part that I think we just don't stop and really take that moment in, right? So you have this big experience. Now, why wouldn't you're an investigator, right? You're with a group of people investigating. Why don't we all come together at that point and say, okay, okay, this just happened. Just happened. Let's ask some questions. We don't ask a lot of questions of the experiencer, right? We're not sort of getting into some of the meat of those details. We're not looking at all aspects of that environment.
Right.
And then also asking questions of who else is in the building that could be playing into that experience, right? Because we don't know what it is I saw and why it presented itself to me. And we don't understand that there could have been somebody up on the second floor at that point in that area that somehow played a role in me witnessing that, right? We don't have those conversations because we're so busy running off to the next thing. And I think this is where, and what I've craved for so long, is to have these conversations. And I think about it more as I listen to my oldest daughter, who is right now working on her inorganic chemistry PhD, working in new energy, and her project that she is working on and will be presenting to the board for her to get her PhD. And you have to hear, just so everybody realizes, when a scientist comes up with something, right? Or she's working on a battery, hopefully it's going to be useful to us in the future as ghost hunters. You present it, and the idea of the board is to poke as many different holes into what they've done, because you don't want shit. You want the best product that you could possibly have, right? The best, not just invention, but, oh God, I'm word loss. I can't think of the word, but right. And so they want to make sure like all your bases are covered, right? So they poke their holes in it. They decide if that is worthy enough, and then you move forward. So we hear so many people say, I'm science-based. I do everything scientifically. Everything I'm doing in the paranormal is science. Yet They don't poke a lot of holes in it. They just go off their feelings. Because a lot of people that I hear debunking things, it comes from emotion. It's not to say they don't have actually something that could prove otherwise, but they are going off of emotion, right? So you're not even getting facts, you're getting feelings. So we don't really spend a lot of time on these experiences other than to tell a story on social media to either get following and or get the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's a whole ass show right there. Oh, by the way, that kid that you sold the K2 meter, I just got a package from him and his mom.
You did not.
Yeah.
They're like, fix it. He did not. He's full of shit.
I just looked over. I was sitting there. There's a lot of comments and questions that I want to get to. No,
Okay.
I hear you and feel you. So, and I do think this is something we need to work on in a different way.
Am I off base here? And maybe I'm off base,
No.
everybody. Like, you're welcome to tell me, but
so is it in the realm of possibility to get both jelly and peanut butter in the same session? Trifecta was awesome. I mean, it just exposed the guests to a few new, but it also exposes to each other's businesses. Yeah. So Ron's one of the people that gets it, right? And yes, it is possible to get jelly. And Ron, there's some things I want to talk to you about because I am putting together something that I just want to talk to you about. It is, if your intention is to have jelly with your peanut butter. It's just how I see it.
are you just a peanut butter sandwich eater?
No, I mean, I can. If
Yeah.
it's toast, I can do just peanut butter.
Yeah.
If it's non-toast, like
Uh-huh.
not toasted,
Yeah.
just
Then no way.
then no way.
Yeah.
No, and it can be strawberry.
Raspberry all the way.
Or that. It's easy to misconstrue someone else's intent. The first thing a man sees, okay. I didn't pre-read, so I was just looking for where I was gonna go. First thing a man sees on a woman is her heart. Oh no, see, it did go there just because her boobs are in the way.
Stacy, make that a course at Udemy.
See, I should know better by now than just fucking read Stacy's shit. Answer this question. No, I have not. We have had a few weird things happen here, but I do not believe they were anything remotely related to. I don't even know what I'm going to say to Denise and Ernie. If you could know when, how, and when you pass, would you still choose to know? No, I do not want to know. For me, I feel like it's happening every day anyway. So what's the difference? So it'd be interesting if we brought on the experiencers to talk about them. Just saying. So, and we want to, believe it or not, who, like, a lot of people, for the very reasons Sarah was just talking about, right, are reluctant to come on to talk about their experiences because of, the people out there that, hey, if you don't have like EDI, you're fucking stupid. Like,
how they talk.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. That's just my best impression of that asshole. If you didn't fucking, have a sensor hooked up to your buttocks, it just, they question the experiences and
I think they also they question who you got it with, right? So I think that's the reality is you get torn apart for the location you went to, the people that you went with, who's on your friend list. I think this is what we're talking about. This is what we would love. You should really ask the questions, even if somebody's debunking, there's motives there, folks. It's never purely science.
No, it can't. There's personal feelings involved, right? Especially around certain topics. So yes, can you debunk the debunkers? Absolutely. you know, one that he's not really a debunker, but somebody that I was really at odds with, and have had some conversations recently, who's opened up his eyes a little bit more and is willing to hear and talk.
Mhm.
Because he's not a dumb guy. He really isn't. But he admittedly had let emotion creep into his
Yeah.
rants. Rants. I don't know what the right word is.
Because unbiased becomes very biased very quickly.
Especially if there's a scenario where either you're of someone you know, or a story you heard where somebody's been burned by this person in their opinion, or by this group or by this business. It's what it is. It's just how it works. So you don't get to be the authority on something. And I have been beaten up pretty good for going to bat for something that I personally had experienced and witnessed. And the people that were beating that shit up had never done that.
Well, you should do, Jason, you should do a 4-part series on me calling
Stop.
people Satan cheaters. I'm sorry.
No, it's 4. So yeah, there's just a lot. And if you actually sit back and go, like, what does it even matter? Who cares? Right. It becomes a lot easier to digest. Yeah, no, but there exactly who, right? And the problem is there are people that literally sit and wait for this shit to come out, and it's it's just weird. So it's hard sometimes not to pay attention to it when it's about you, but we're way the hell past all that.
So I'm curious though, listening to everybody, and it's why we love the people we get to talk to on Wednesdays or when we do shows. What's so intriguing is, the paranormal used to be an underground thing, right? Used to be sort of the secret club, and there is reasons, right? And I think when we look at social media, trend, bye. You have a great rest of your afternoon. Trend becomes something very, it's really no longer about the paranormal. It's the trend of paranormal, and debunking becomes the trend, or, this becomes the trend. And we see that, right? People want the numbers. People want the engagement. They know what to put out. We know this. We know what content creation is. We understand building a thumbnail. We get all that. But I think this is why, when you go back to the days, right? Back to the days of, when professors and scientists, botanists, authors, people who were well educated, people who spent their time really digging into things, that's where paranormal started. And now we've sort of dumbed it right the hell down with social media and slapped cute little graphics and said, there it is, there's paranormal.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to, right? I got to read what he just wrote here.
No, so this is so Ron, and it's one of the many reasons I love this man. So science is done by and Ron's about as smart as you can get. So science is done by people. People have their prejudices and biases. Scientists cannot insulate themselves from their humanity where those biases exist. He's saying this is inherent. It's what it is built into us. It is. But the scientific method should look to step back with awareness of them. To not embrace these is to not do science at all, which in its purpose should be to look for the truth. So this should be a shirt. And Ron, that's a really I am gonna actually say that's a really accurate and beautiful statement, and it's true, right? We cannot escape, no matter how hard we try, in most cases, personal biases. It's almost impossible.
But you can acknowledge them, and I think that's the whole
you
key.
need to build that into your overall opinion, right? Hey, I hate Brussels sprouts. I hate them because when I was little, my mother made me eat them. Doesn't mean that they're bad. I just hate Brussels sprouts because I hate them.
It's a memory.
It's a memory thing. All right. Anyway, so people claim it's about God. This is good. You got people talking. The D Hoop boot. I love that. Needs to be a shirt as well. People claim it's about the about investigation and not content, yet she can count on one hand folks that would join Denise in going to off-radar places or places they can't disclose. Exactly, right? This weekend, for the first time in a long time, I'm just going somewhere to sit and be and investigate, hang out with friends, and it's not going to be live streamed. It's not going to be anything. I miss, right? I talked about this the other day. Doing public investigations is fun. It's really good. Cilantro's not good.
So good.
And it's great to work with people, and it's great to watch people experience. But it's become a little bit of a routine. So, my last trip to the Ditto House, I found myself doing everything I always do. So Rob, that's EVP sessions, asking for peanut butter, right? It's why I'm in Ron's book, because of peanut butter, right? It's become my prison cell. It just has. So sitting there, and I was struggling to find something new to do. I felt burnt out, washed up, lost, uninspiring, all those things. And that's going to change. That has to change. Right. So that's why I'm excited, just to go this weekend and do different things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and this will segue into our final piece here. Sunday went to this location mundane. I went to this location to work on a business deal, and speaking with the owner, one of the owners, we got into the whys, right? And I said to her, I was like, for me, it's not about the if anymore. It hasn't been like this for a long time. It's the whys. It's why do these things happen? Whether the why is a paranormal thing or something that we introduce as human beings, something our souls introduce, whatever it is, right? It's the why for me. And then why do certain things happen one way? You and I talked about, this whole other weird theory I have about why some people see and some people hear and some people feel. I was like, it's not if, like, enough people have had experiences. We've witnessed enough. We've had enough of our own. And even if 95% of those or 98% of those were irrational or explainable, there's that 2%. It exists. It just does. The word wouldn't exist if it didn't exist. So anyway, she's like, oh my God. She's like, exactly. So we connected it in that way. So it was really nice for me to find someone on the outside and start talking to them, and where they're like, yeah, like she's very protective of her location, which is supposed to be haunted. It was just cool. So we had good conversation. So the people are out there.
Yeah.
Just finding them or them finding us and pulling it all together and turning it into the bigger discussions, which is again part of our plans for 2026 if we survive Atlas.
If we survive Atlas, and I've already got like ideas in my head of the sign that I want to welcome them with. But yeah, so that's really sort of where our heads are. We are just so hungry for the paranormal conversations. The only way we would love to talk about who's in the paranormal are to those who are productive and adding amazing things to those conversations. People such as Ron Iacovetti and Denise Empey and Sparkies and D Hood and Damien and Brittany and all you amazing people that actually, push the envelope or push that idea to, hey, Rick, to push that yourself to think a little bit further than maybe what you have. And, to Ron's point, maybe this is where we need to start acknowledging, like, okay, this is why I'm thinking this about paranormal, because this is what I believe. This is where I'm biased. And yet it's okay to admit that. you know.
Well, yeah, because it does. I think where people get lost, right, is, in my opinion,
Mhm.
here is, even if we're biased, it doesn't make your experience not real or inaccurate, right? It truly is a perception, and perhaps it is custom tailored to your bias for a very specific reason. Doesn't mean it's not real or didn't happen.
Mhm.
And we say this all the time. There are, 5 people can be in a room, have an experience, something happens, and every single person will interpret it a little bit
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah.
Um, for me, that's the bigger why, right? I'm not questioning that something happened. I'm more interested in understanding why Sarah saw something, Kaylee heard something, Damien felt something,
Mhm.
and Rob felt nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think that's it, right? It's opening those conversations up, because if there were 5 people in a room and you're not willing to share information, then you don't have the full story.
yeah,
And I think that is where we are basing a lot of opinions on, very much not full stories, not all information. We do that every day in our daily life, and I think, it's usually not harmful. But I think, this is where we're trying to open the doors for people to freely speak. We don't want to, close those doors, because, somebody's going to come out and attack you. And quite frankly, fuck them.
yeah. Sparky's gonna be in at the TB hospital in Idaho in
Ooh.
April. Sparky, I don't even know where the fuck I'm gonna be at 8 o'clock tonight, but Idaho is very possible.
It is
Um,
possible.
Damien, when you're on your own, something happens, I believe is meant for you to see, hear, feel, and it's the truth. And it happens more than you think, in
Yeah,
my opinion. Ron
absolutely.
agree that there are great conversations and there are, right? And that's what, for me, a night sitting at anywhere at the Shanley, any kind of location, it adds to the ambiance and gets the conversation started a
Mhm.
little bit more, and sometimes sparks
Yeah.
activity.
Mhm.
There are nights I'd much rather sit and dive into this kind of stuff than sit there with a K2 or an EVP recorder or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't mean it's bad, right? It's part of the job. So anyway,
Mm.
yeah, 26. Kaylee's over 2025. I
Yeah,
want,
we all are.
I kind of am, but I'm not, right? 2025 for me was personally, it was transformative, and we're gonna do a year in review show, and that shit might go off the rails. So, hopefully you're free that night, because we'll see what happens. But um, 2025 was a very transformative year, um, and it's easy to sit and look at the lows and focus on those. But Jason McRae popping up right now is probably one of the most perfect examples of
Mhm.
why 2025 was actually a really good year. And I ran into McRae at a time I needed to run into McRae, and I believe he'll admit vice versa. Um, which goes back to my post the other day about year in review.
Yes, that too.
Part two. Part one is correct. Part two will be on Sunday. Um, it's easy to take
Mhm.
the lessons that suck and turn them into my life sucks, right? And
Mhm.
this was me a bunch of years ago. Everything sucked and I hated my life and I wanted to, it just sucked. But all those things were necessary. And I think this year's, some of the things from this year that sucked, um, in the end didn't suck. They were much needed reminders about what is actually important. Who I hope so. We're planning all that fun stuff now. Um, Denise MP's comment.
And is it one and the same though, Denise? It could be one and the same, right? For some people, serendipity is a little bit in the paranormal realm. Um,
Correct, right? And then, right, does it even matter? Is maybe serendipity is paranormal to a degree.
and what if these experiences, maybe this is where the dead are screaming, I've been trying to get you assholes to all talk to each other and understand why you see the world the way you see it. Perhaps,
Yeah.
right? But we're so busy you're right, you're wrong, you do this, you don't do that, I'm friends with these people, you don't, whatever. Go be friends with the people you're friends with. Nobody gives a shit. I want to have open conversations with you to understand and to help myself understand where I'm not acknowledging my biases, where I'm not acknowledging my own things that have happened. Then something that Rob has probably, been pounding his head against the same wall with me when I have certain experiences, right? But I think the more we're open and allow people, we've said it a million times, if you're open with some of your experiences, it does open the door for somebody else to say, you know what, okay, this is a safe space for me to speak. And I hate that term,
Yeah.
but, I think it's getting a deeper understanding. We have gotten, and I do blame this on everything that, we have relied on AI, social media, chat GPT, all this shit that we, our phones, we don't even know each other's phone numbers anymore, right? Everything is a click and everything's doing it for you. And I think where I'm at in my life and where I have come to with Get Haunted and where I was and am with Paranormally Blonde is it's not about the trend conversation. It is about trying to understand and really take our life experiences that we all have and talk about them, because I'm a better learner that way than I am just reading a book, right? Like I like to have these conversations and why the Paranormally Blonde community workbook is still important to me, although we haven't moved past Brittany's amazing course and your Claire's. It's because I'm not really seeing a lot of interest in people wanting to do that. So I still look for that. I still look for those moments where, maybe it's just not in that format, but I believe that these conversations and the right people are like, yeah, my soul is yearning for that as well. And it is what I'm yearning for.
I have thoughts about that as to maybe why it's not getting the traction you hope. We'll talk about that, but it is hard to find people that want to put.
We just need to talk about it, Jason.
That want to put the work in.
Is that mine?
I don't know.
Well, he signed mine, and it's in our stuff.
Mine's signed too. It's in the stuff. I haven't gone through it. I'll go through it. I'm sorry. All right. See how I get yelled at? I'll go downstairs and look after this call. So it is hard, right? Especially if maybe the end game isn't quite clear to them. So we'll work on some approaches. Okay. So what did we learn today, kids? Number one, Friday, we're going to do some kind of virtual costume party. Sarah doesn't like dressing up.
I don't dress up.
Rob likes dressing up. We learned that D-Hoot will give you the D-Hoot boot if you're an asshole.
We love that.
Jason McRae is in love with me. We learned that Ron Iacovetti is smarter than all of us put together.
Yeah, we know everybody loves Rob. We get it. Everybody's a Rob fan.
No, not everybody.
Oh.
There's a few people that don't like me, including my own kid. Well, we'll talk about. I'll do a whole show on that later. I'm joking, Ava. If you watch this, don't cry.
Yes, Denise.
Yes, we're working on some cool stuff. Bring your pets on. I don't care. Lizards, goldfish. Yeah, dress up as Rob. It's not hard.
I basically do.
Yuck. You're smart. Let's just embrace it, okay? What else did we learn? Damien is still in Scotland. Rick McCallum's still alive because he made it sound like Scotland like kidnapped him, at least on one post. Brittany really loves Sarah, and I'm just here. You have to be. We learned that
Atlas is coming.
Different. Atlas is coming, and we may die here this weekend. if the aliens come. So, and why do we give aliens more prowess than we do ghosts and paranormal stuff? Yeah, no tarantulas, please. Not happening. Not on this show, at least.
I always love when people say when aliens are coming and they'll say, like, especially with Atlas coming, they'll be like, oh my God, get me off this planet. You know, just take me away. And it's like, you're the reason the planet is kind of sucking at. Like, you could make the change. You don't have to be an asshole on social media and in person. You know, you could make the changes. People just rather get off the planet. One is still missing. They went missing. A truck crashed in Mississippi and one is missing. Is that a true story, by the way? I read that newspaper article.
No, Brittany blamed me for it. So yeah, so Stacy, you know, just do yourself a favor and stay away from those monkeys.
It was Hep C, herpes, and COVID these monkeys had, and the truck fell over in Mississippi, and they can't find one. Which one is it? I don't know.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but
somewhere, right? True story, right, Carrie? See, like I read it, I'm like, is this for real right now? Like,
yeah, I mean, look, it happens every day in PA.
Yeah.
Honestly, we get, you know, I worked at a zoo where we fucking animals get out all the time. Yeah, including a tiger once. Oops. Oops. We don't talk about that. So yes, there's a lot of things we learned today. Today's show was absolutely informative and wonderful.
Always.
I'm working on a couple of projects, some courses I'll be teaching. Sarah knows one of them.
Yeah, Denise, that's the thing. I'm not 1,000% sure if like one monkey had Hep C, one monkey had herpes. I don't know. That's why I don't know which monkey got out. I don't know what monkey they couldn't find.
I went to high school with one of these monkeys.
Maybe. This is how cryptids are made. Exactly. Whew.
So yes, we are grounding type of people. We will ground you. I don't know what's happening. So that's that. We're getting our shit together. 2026. It's gonna be good, kids. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be different. For those that are smart enough to attend our events, we're gonna make it that much better. If you are in the Midwest, check out Get Haunted Midwest. Make sure you do them a solid. Do us a solid. They are our family. Even though we've lost Chris and Ryan to they're under Chris's spell now, I guess.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Well, they still love us. I don't know.
Yeah, I can still block them from the site. It's okay. Do you think that the world might be a better place without social? I agree to a degree, right? But we also have to learn how to tune that bullshit out.
We are not, as human beings, we are not responsible with too much information, with 24-hour information. There's a really good book though out there, and it is about what is it called? Something media. I'll see if I can find. I've got it written down, but it talks about how our brains. So how we went from getting information from telegraphs to radios to TV to internet, right? And our brains actually need X amount of time to sort of understand and how to process, and we don't give ourselves that kind of time. So we actually don't know how to process the information we get in, and it's why we end up, especially with 24 hours constant, getting nailed with barrage of information. We aren't responsible. We don't know how to process, and it truly is a sad social experiment on what we all are participating in so willingly. So this is where I think we are taking back a little bit of. We want to take back the paranormal where we can. We know this isn't going to be for everybody, but we want to bring it back to the conversation of paranormal. We want to understand who you are as an experiencer, or those that are curious about experiencers. because there's a reason you're curious, even if you feel you don't have them, right? We want to understand what our own real life living day experiences mean to the experiences we have with the dead. So I look forward to this. I've had enough of the social media bullshit in the last 3 years. It's
evil,
time.
but you don't have to give it the power that people have. This is the K2 meter that Sarah's going to give away on the virtual costume party.
That one's only $2.50.
Yeah. We're going to give away, what else will we give away? We'll give away my fancy Japanese pen holder. We're going to give some stuff away, though.
Are you just getting rid of your junk? What is happening over there?
We're going to give away a 4-port USB hub. Let's see.
I got some new stickers.
Yeah, we got Sarah's gift that I never gave her.
Oh, you didn't? Look at these cute. You want to see what I got from our friends, Julie and Terry?
Oh, really? I got nothing. What'd you get it for?
Because Julie loves me.
I had a birthday. I got nothing. Anybody, including you. Not even a card.
I didn't get him a card, everybody. I'm a horrible bestie. Absolutely. I'm sure Rob was going to give Sarah STD monkeys.
Yeah. I have finished Yes No coin that I made.
Oh, did you laser that?
I never did the other side. Oh, that's no. If you flip it over, it's on.
I love that.
You love that? I'll continue making them.
Oh, those are such a great idea. I love that. Like, think back to what people had to do. Why am I seeing a blank side?
Because I didn't do the other side, people. Mm-hmm. I hand carved this with the tooth of a pygmy rattlesnake. That's not true.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. It's because it's funny.
We know we're at the end of the show when Rob starts show and tell.
Oh, yeah. I got in trouble for this the other day.
His ADHD has kicked in.
Trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, but I did get in trouble for that, y'all. No, I wasn't going to give Sarah any STD monkeys. I'm not that mean, but it's possible.
What about a koala?
A what? A what?
A koala
bear. There's one on its way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well,
it's an easy fix, though. Don't worry.
All right. Well, all right. With that.
Yes, I personalized coins, Damien.
He does the coolest stuff with his laser. And we haven't even gotten to play with the laser.
No. Tonight, I'm going to get my laser set reset and going to go back. And it's Christmas coming. Rob does
everything.
Christmas ornaments, personalized dog ornaments, coins.
He can laser jeans, folks. He can actually do cool things. Yeah, so badass.
While you're wearing them.
Yeah, there are things we should actually put that out there for the dark months. Get you some working in the Santa shop. Yeah, baddie coins.
But yes, baddie coins. We can do them.
I love booty coins. I love that. I love that. All right. Well, with that, we have kept you for an hour and a half. Thank you for the conversation. Look forward to some more with each and every one of you. Head on over to the network page to find all the information you need. I need to remember, you are not on Facebook, and it is. I just get so much with every aspect of social media platforms that I just don't go over there very often. But we'll try to put the costume party so you know when.
Yeah, we'll create it.
Yeah. All right. So with that, you know what we always say, we see you, we do, and we certainly appreciate you. You do make up this beautiful community that is the paranormal. And with that, we love you so big. Thank you for being the good in the community. Go out there, do something nice for someone, and get those signs for Atlas. Let's welcome our new friends from another galaxy, possibly another place. I have to think about that. Oh, I did it. I didn't even know I could do that. You're such a weirdo. All right. So with that, go out and have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Get out there and kill the rest of this week. Have a fantastic Halloween, and we will see you Friday night at some point. Peace.